Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. And of course, I'm here with the family. He already know, man. We got my dog, Influential Sports, and Talk to the People.
Make sure y'all check my channel out at Influential Sports for some high quality sports content, sports, and professional wrestling.
And you already know I got my dog in the building, Rage, man. Rage, talk to the people.
You already know. Coming at your full fledged, your boy, Rage Man Reg, tuning in with the family today. Looking forward to it, boys.
And y'all already know, man. Y'all know that they call me the master of the tier list. So you know me and the family, we be knocking these out and we be doing these across everybody channel. So make sure y'all check out everybody tier list, and I will add this to the playlist on my channel that has all of the tier lists. So today we're going to talk about underrated wrestlers because I always hear a lot of people talking about, oh, that guy's underrated. Oh, she's so underrated. I don't think y'all really know what underrated means. So we're going to give y'all a master class and what it truly means to be underrated. So we have these tiers: extremely underrated, underrated, mentioned but not enough, somewhat underrated, and fake underrated. And I got some good ones for fake underrated because I don't think y'all really know what underrated mean. But as always, man, you know, one of us will go, we'll make our pick, and the other two can either agree or disagree. And if it's a tie, then the majority stays, or it goes up one, or it goes down one, depending on if the majority agrees or disagrees in any way. So today, you know, I'm feeling very hospitable. You know, I got my dogs in the building. So I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna set the tone so my dogs can see exactly what type of time I'm on, and I want to go with fake underrated. And a lot of y'all might not like this, but I'm gonna explain why. And I got my dog, Chad Gable, aka El Grande Americano, in the building. And why I say he's fake underrated is because I think everyone at this point in time knows how nice Chad Gable is, knows how great he is. And if you're gonna say he's underrated, you could say TKO WWE underrates him, but us as fans, we know that Chad Gable is not underrated. We know he's doing some of the best work ever. He's been doing good work since Shorty G, since he was with Jason Jordan. So he's not underrated. The fans know what's good. It's the company. So that doesn't make him underrated. That just makes him underappreciated by his company. So, you know, that's my opinion. And do you agree with that sentiment?
I agree with that. I think us as fans can recognize not even just in ring ability, but you can make an argument for Chad Gable being top five in WWE, maybe in the world, with character work, in ring ability. Like Chad Gable is really nice.
Rage?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with both of you guys, man. Yeah, Chad Gable, El Grande Americano. He's definitely, I definitely agree with the fact that underappreciated and underrated, or yeah, underrated definitely get conflated with him. We already know what he is, man. Me personally, I think he should have beat Gunther before Sami Zayn and before Jey Uso. So that right there tells you the caliber of wrestler he is. So I agree with both of you guys for sure.
All right, now with that being said, we're gonna go in this little snake order now. Rage Man Red, you have the next pick. Then we're gonna go Ed. Then we're gonna go me, and we're gonna keep going like that. So, Reg, what do you got for the people? And keep in mind, y'all, we got WWE, AEW, and TNA, but this will only be part one. So for part two and three, you're gonna have to go to everybody channel, and you do not want to miss part one, two, and three.
uh, I got one. Oh, I got one. Fake underrated. I don't want to feel this one, but I want to get this one out the way. You guys might disagree, but I'm gonna go with Montez Ford.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Where he at?
Yeah, I don't even say. I couldn't even find him.
Now he gonna stand out. You got a black man with waves and chain. Where is he? Cause I know I put him on here for sure. Or maybe I didn't. Yep, got him. Boom.
Yep, I see him.
That's one I was looking at too. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah,
Ed, what you think?
my
Okay.
reason, I mean, he's pretty much. I mean, the Street Profits have been around damn near 10 years on the main roster, so I mean, we already know who he is. I mean, he had a like a little flash, a little stick of a singles, what we could see as a single star. But in my opinion, I still think he a little too goofy. I don't think he can contain himself. I think the Will Smith thing. I think we passed that. I think he cool. Just like our truth, I think we kind of cape for him a little too much. He might be comfortable in this situation, so that's why I put him in fake underrated.
Yeah, what you think?
Actually agree. I think you could even make the argument he's a tad bit overrated because everybody wants to see him be a singles champion, but he hasn't really done nothing to prove it. Like Red said, he's still super goofy, which that's probably just him naturally as a person, but that as a character isn't gonna work. Not for long at least.
I agree too. Montez Ford, Street Prop is one of my favorites, but I think I'm past the point of he's the next Rock. I don't think he wants to be the next Rock, which is good for him. He should want to be. If he wants to go down as one of the greatest tag teams ever, they can do that with a couple more runs. So I think that a lot of people, are kind of starting to overrate him, and they're overlooking someone actually that might actually be underrated. But I'm sure one of us will get to that later. So I'll leave it at that. But I definitely agree. So
Yeah.
Ed, it's on you.
Put put Alba Fire in underrated. She Alba Fire at the top,
I like I
right,
like that.
right by for Alba Fire. I feel like when her with Aladon, when the Unholy Union, like they were great as a tag team. It sucked to see Aladon let go, but she's actually really good in the ring, and it's just a shame that she don't get to wrestle more, so the fans can't really recognize how talented she really is.
I agree. Alba Fire. If you don't know how good Alba Fire is, just look at her NXT UK. Look at her before she even got with Isla Dawn when she first started off with the fire background and had the red bat and all that. Alba Fire could actually could have been benefited the NXT Women's Division way more if they would actually did something with her. So I agree.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna lean towards your take, Kai. I think she would have benefited being in NXT more than going straight to the main roster, especially considering that she was all the way back on the UK, which has been long gone. So yeah, I think she would have benefited being on there a little longer. But I think yeah, I think she underrated. Well, underrated for sure. I want to see because they put her in the tag team, and they put her right into Chelsea Green faction. So I mean, at least put her on the singles run to see what she can do. So I
And
agree with both. Yeah.
I want to stay with underrated, and niggas gonna call me crazy, but my reasoning: Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed is underrated, and the reason why I think that is people literally once he got on the main roster, everybody forgot about his NXT North American Championship run. Bronson Reed was like that, bro. And then when he got to the main roster, people ain't pay attention until he had that triple threat match for the United States Championship when he went against Austin Theory and maybe Bobby Lashley, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot who the third person was, but like people didn't start really looking at him until that Survivor Series match where he showed out. He got hurt, but he was showing out, bro. He was doing good stuff with Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins. If he would have won both of those matches, I promise people would be looking at him way different. But I still think he's underrated, and I don't think this faction is helping him. But people are going to keep him under the radar now, especially because obviously he's not going to get any real big wins. But I think Bronson Reed is a lot better than people think, and I think that he could have been like a Keith Lee archetype type of person if they would have did it right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like even looking back at the Elimination Chamber match last year that he was
Mm.
in, he had a good showing in that. So it's like he, and then even the stuff with Seth Rollins, like you said, it didn't end up paying off in a match. I don't think I don't think they ever had their last match. It should have. So him joining the faction is kind of weird, and that sets him back. So I think this faction is only hurting him, like you said. But I agree with that.
Uh, yeah, I agree for the most part. Yeah, that he definitely is underrated. I think instead of I think you compared him to who did you compare him to, Kai?
Keith Lee.
Instead of Keith Lee, I think he could have been like. I think he still can be. Well, kind of concerned about that, but I still think he can be. I think he can be like a Taz, bro, because Taz had
Mm.
he had the Taz mission. He had a move. Keith Lee didn't really have a move, and he didn't really have a personality. But the what's the name of the tsunami? That's
Mm-hmm.
that before he got hurt. That was one of the most popular. Yeah, that was getting one of the best moves in WWE. Like, and I agree. The rivalries with Braun Strowman, he took out Braun. Credit to Braun Strowman for putting him over before he went out, before he got released. Uh, of course, the rivalry with Seth Rollins was good, and now they kind of going backwards with it. But I think yeah, he definitely gonna be more. He gonna be unjustly under the radar now because he's supposed to go up. I guess this is up. I guess he's up on the card technically because he's in the faction with Seth Rollins. But nah, coming back from this injury, I think expected more for sure from him individually.
All right, Rays, we back on the clock.
Oh yeah, okay, it's me.
Yep.
Uh, mm, oh, I don't want to keep saying it though. Oh, underrated. Go BFAB. I considered putting BFAB on my top 10 promo list, but I couldn't. But I was like, there's no way. She has not had enough. But I do like her confidence. I do like her confidence on the mic, and that she talked like a regular person. I do like that already off the bat. So that's a plus on her end. Her in ring work. Um, she got a look for sure. She got the long leg look, the Charlotte Stacey Keebler look, and she looked like she can go in the ring. So, um, she just haven't got a spot. She been paired with Micha, and I kind of want to see her do her own thing. I kind of want to see her. Well, not really. Nah, she don't really got to change her name. Um, Credit to her for being the only girl from Hit Road, technically still. Well, yeah, still on the main roster. I know. AJ Francis just spread to NXT, and Ashanti's still in NXT himself. But I think she should get more of a spot in the women's roster, especially considering that they already light in the ass on SmackDown. So
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think she'd be great for the mid card division. And there's no point of keeping her and Meteor as a tag team. They need to get rid of the tag titles.
Facts. I like Ray said, BFAB is literally the only one from Hit Row that's really still in a maybe not prominent position, but she gotta have. They don't put people on the main roster for no reason. They like BFAB. They know she can talk. They put her with the Street Profits for a reason. That could have worked out as well, but they give up on things way too quickly. Her as a heel manager for the Street Profits, that's easy. Look what she was doing with Hit Row. She was the mouthpiece of Hit Row. If you really think about it, Swerve was doing his thing. Top Dollar at the time was doing whatever, but she was really the one that was like standing out and getting them over. So I think BFAB should get a lot more credit, and I think if she could be in the United States Championship picture for the women, that she can definitely be. She can make top 10 promo, if not top 15.
agreed.
All right, Ed, what we talking about?
We let's stick with people from Hit Row. I seen AJ Francis on here. Put he next to Andrade. Put AJ Francis in extremely underrated.
I like that.
I think he's been having a great run in TNA. Like obviously a lot of people talk about the Flop Dollar situation, but since he left and been at TNA, he's the best promo there. A very entertaining character, and he's having some good matches. He's been in programs with the likes of Nick Nemeth, with Joe Hendry, so they have him in a high spotlight. And the stuff he's doing with First Class right now has been great. And I don't think he gets the recognition that he deserves.
Yeah, Michael Cole. Michael Cole definitely, if not him on purpose, obviously he got fed some of that. Would definitely buried him. Them his couple of botches, him falling over the ring ropes. Yeah, it was funny, but since he been in TNA, he been the standout. Even me not watching TNA, I know what AJ Francis is doing, and now that he with Trick, he helping elevate Trick now. So it to a certain extent, I think AJ Francis definitely overcame the flop dollar thing, and even they still try to use it to this day. But I mean, listen, TNA, bro, he was doing some good stuff. I like what he was doing.
I agree. I agree with both of y'all. Again, I don't watch TNA either, but I know what he's doing. I know what's going on for sure. He definitely has. He came up. That exodus from WWE was definitely beneficial for him. His promo, it looked like it's better. I see that I think he debuted against Joe Hendry, if I'm not mistaken, right, Ed?
Yeah,
Right. I haven't seen the whole thing, but that alone, that shows. And wasn't he like? Didn't he beat? I don't know if this was on TNA, but like television, but he was digital champion or something like that. He beat Zack Ryder or something, right? On TNA.
yeah. I think he was digital media champion.
So the fact that he having rivalries with like indie legend at this point, Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, and TNA slash WWE uh blue chip or whatever you want to call him in the blue chip. He a prospect, I guess, high prospect. And Joe Hendry, like after he be in the WWE and that bringing him back with this partnership, you gotta credit him on that for sure.
Well, all right. I'm stuck. I'm torn between two. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go AEW. I'm gonna go Harley Cameron. And for Harley Cameron, I'm gonna go underrated. And the reason why I'm going underrated is because people are giving her props more so for the character work and the promo and the backstage stuff. But I think as an in-ring competitor, she's underrated. I thought her and Mercedes Moné had an actually really, really decent match. And I was caping for Harley Cameron to actually, become the TBS champion. She's got herself over. You know what I'm saying? Like Mercedes Moné has helped put people on the map that she's faced, but people who actually stay in the spotlight after that are very few and far between. But Harley Cameron, since then, is still getting herself over, even doing the stuff with Anna Jay. So I think Harley Cameron should get a little bit more credit. I think she is literally could be the Chelsea Green for AEW, but she should win the championship as well. So I think she's underrated in the sense of her in-ring ability because people just talk about the segments and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wish they would have kept the story going with her and Mercedes because I do want to see her become TBS champion at some point.
Yeah. I mean, I when I watch All In, I will definitely find out. So I'm gonna take you guys' word for that one.
Rage, what we got? What we got? And when we scroll down, let me know. We got a
Yeah,
whole
slow down a little
selection.
bit.
Hold on.
Uh,
Get right here.
hmm. I'm gonna go. Underrated. Give me Miles Bourne.
It's a good one. Man, where you want to
Uh,
put him? Hold on.
Underrated. Somewhat under. Well, yeah, not underrated is fine. Underrated is fine. Yeah, coming out of no quarter catch, really kind of a up to this point at least, kind of a dead faction, especially with the firing of Drew Gulak. He came out like he didn't blossom out of the faction for sure. I didn't know for the longest time. I just thought he was a lookalike. That's it. Like that's it. But I saw the program with Obafemi. I didn't know he was deaf either. I didn't see him talk for the longest time. But when I did, I'm like, oh wow. He got a speech impediment or something. But then I found out he was deaf. It's not just that. I definitely think with Charlie Dempsey, Drew Gulak, and the other guy, he's learning. So if they could put a right gimmick on that, if they could put a gimmick on that, I think he can do something. So because he already got a uh, practically a world championship match as himself. So imagine if they attack something with a little more layers to it. So I put him that's why I selected him.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Just because people talk, and y'all gotta understand when y'all watch this video, bro. Just because they talking about somebody right now, like that don't mean that they still rated. Like Miles Bourne, bro. Even before that, him and Tavian as a tag team was pretty good to me. At one point, I thought they was gonna win the tag team championships, and Miles Bourne he was a standout in those tag team matches in my opinion. So I definitely think people be overlooking bro. So
And
that's
they
just me
faced the
though.
Hardys too, if y'all remember.
See, I ain't see. I ain't remember that.
I think that was the first team that the TNA. I think TNA that was the first win TNA got. Was the Hardys on NXT against them two.
Yeah, what you?
Is Jada Parker on here?
Yep. She next to Jay. Yep.
I'm gonna put Jada Parker somewhat underrated because I feel like she's getting more credit now, but a lot of people still just see her for sex appeal. But she's the best promo, definitely the best women's promo in NXT. I just think the only thing she needs to work on is her finisher. Aside from that, she has it all. And then the finish they just did on NXT, where her tapping where the ref couldn't see it, and that's how she won. That was a very great decision by WWE. So I go with somewhat underrated.
I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Yeah, the only reason I think she underrated, I kind of can't mention that in the promo video that she just hasn't had any significant program. She ain't had that elevation on the card even after having a rivalry with Lola Vice. Um, I haven't seen no progression. The biggest that's been her biggest program, man. The program with Michin. Uh,
Mm.
of course, I like her mic skills, but I just want to see her do more in the ring. If she can win, I don't know who they think. I don't know who they really gonna go with, considering that Jacy Jane is a heel. They can't really go with Jada Parker or Lash Legend. I just think she needs. Yeah, I think she's somewhat. She getting a little lost in the shuffle a bit. But she's still noticeable, of course, with her beauty and her mic skills. But uh, I don't think she's gonna win next week in the number one contenders match.
Yeah, I agree with somewhat underrated because I think it's because people still trying to say that she can't wrestle, which is not true.
No,
She
not
just
at all.
got her finisher is not all that, but just wrestling wide. Her and Lola Vice had some dope matches, and then her with the stuff with Michin, I thought that was propelling her to like the next level. And you want to talk about underrated, bro? She was the thing that was holding out the mud together. Now where they at now?
Facts.
Without her,
Facts.
they ain't nothing. So how can
Mm-hmm.
she not be? You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense to me.
Yep.
And they in the mud now.
Hmm. Oh, I got a good one.
Uh,
So we always talk about people speaking English and all this. Well, we literally gave you somebody who could speak English and they still ain't do nothing with them. I'm gonna go where he at? Where he at? I just seen him. Damn boy. I'm gonna go Santos Escobar. I'm gonna put him if I could find him. Come on, man. Mexican dude with hair. Why can't I find
You described a few people with that statement.
him? Hey. Oh, here we go. Right next to Sheamus. Santos Escobar, I'm gonna put him in extremely underrated, and the reason why, my favorite guy Andrade, yeah, he's so good in the ring. Oh, that's not enough. He don't speak English. You literally have the English speaking version of Andrade. Got the nice suits, the shades, got the what I'm saying the ladies go crazy for the Latin man, but you still ain't do nothing significant with him, and you got the chance to do something significant with him, and then you just drop the whole him and Andrade storyline, and now what I'm saying they doing their thing with AAA. But I think Santos Escobar could have been that guy. You looking for a different version of Alberto Del Rio, an English speaking Andrade, a more over Angel Garza. You literally got it with Santos Escobar. And when first debuted, and then he competed in the Rumble, he did good in the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? And then him with Electra Lopez and all them, I thought they was doing good, but they just gave up on it. So I think Santos Escobar is extremely underrated.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I was messing with Santos when he was about to feud with Logan Paul for the U.S. title, and I thought that's when he was gonna go over. But then they put Ray in that spotlight for some reason, and I never understood that. Like Ray is a legend, and I respect him, but that should have been Santos' spot to get that title. And then he
Mm-hmm.
loses his whole faction. Now the faction he's with now, and they just won the AAA tag team titles, and he still don't got no gold. So he's always the least important person in whatever group he's in when he's always the best person there, which don't make sense to me.
Stuck him in LWO for no reason.
Ah, damn, you stole the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, I completely agree with that, man. Best outside of Rey Mysterio, in my opinion, he the best Latin guy on the card. I mean, Latin guy, yeah, even Penta, he's better than Penta. I mean, he had a real like the fans was getting behind him, and then they just cut the rug. Like that didn't really make sense to me. Then again, he lost his faction. I mean, he got a replacement faction, but again, they of course on to greener pastures. With them as a tag team, who knows? They may just well, yeah, of course they're about to have a run in AAA now, but he's by himself. And I thought the little rivalry, I thought it was gonna be like a 6-man tag between Ray Phoenix, Andrade, and somebody else versus their faction that Worlds Collide. I thought that was a layup, but they didn't end up doing that. So I don't know what they really got Santos Escobar on the card for right now. So I agree with that.
It's on you, Reg.
Uh, cool. Let me. Mm, uh, I mean, does this really count though? Because they really don't pick different people. Ooh, I got one. Ooh, I got one. AEW, and I don't even watch AEW. I got one, but I know one. Go to fake underrated Adam Cole. This is why. From what I've seen on outside looking in, the undisputed era was the best thing that happened to him, and without that, any reference of that in AEW, he's kind of lost in the show.
I agree with that. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't remember anybody catering him to beat Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship. People just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see Daniel Garcia do something more with it. But him being champion doesn't work. AEW doing the Paragon, like you still have, it's no difference in the group. They still, I mean, he the one with the championship, so cool, I guess. But he not really doing much anything.
I agree. I agree. People say he's underrated, but it's not a underrated. AEW just they really don't need him to do nothing. He need to drop that belt to Kyle Fletcher. To be honest, the whole Undisputed Kingdom thing at AEW it just don't hit the same as Undisputed Era. I'm sorry. They tried multiple times, doesn't work. The thing with MJF fell apart because they switched roles, but MJF still was doing good in it. So I think it might just be Adam Cole, bro. I don't think it's nobody. It's not the company fault. It's not the fans' fault. The fans just pop for the entrance, but he really not doing nothing. NXT was his best moment of his wrestling career, besides Ring of Honor and all that type of stuff. So it is what it is.
Damn, how ironic is that? Well, ironic in a way, I guess, not to sound pretentious. Uh, how ironic is it that the AEW crowd is turning on Adam Cole or has turned on Adam Cole because he has nothing outside of his in-ring stuff in a way because
And
he is in a program right now, right?
Yeah,
I guess you could say that.
I mean
Get that
technically,
belt, get
yeah.
that belt off him. Shit.
But scroll up and put. I'm gonna go with Angelo Dawkins.
There we go.
I'm gonna put him
Yeah.
in mention, but not enough.
Okay, I like that.
Because I think Angelo, since the Street Profits have came back, like he's been getting a lot more recognition, and his mic skills have improved definitely since coming back, and people are starting to recognize not everybody, but it's definitely some people saying that he is the better one out of him and Dawkins, and if they out of him and Montez, and if they were to split up, I would see him getting the push more than Montez because I can take him more serious.
I I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah. Angelo Dawkins definitely he mentioned, but not enough at all. Of course, he's definitely not Montez's sidekick. They definitely equals. The only thing that, of course, everybody mentioned is the only thing I don't like about him is his attire. It's absolutely trash. But outside of that, I think his mic skills they may be honestly they might even be a little better than Montez because he can the way he talk, he can just as easily switch that into like a heel thing. And I think I'm not the first person to say this, but I agree with it. He could be like if he turn heel and like it don't have to be exactly the same. It don't gotta be exactly the same at all. But if he like turn heel, um, I could see him like being like the black Kevin Owens.
I
Like
I
agree.
can
I like that's I agree with that. Well, no, I can't agree with myself, but uh, yeah, I think he got potential as a heel for sure. And again, he is not Montez's sidekick by no means.
Hmm. Since they came back, since they came back and they did that first promo where we thought they was turning heel, I was like, oh, I think they finally got it right with Angelo Dawkins. Dressing better backstage. He actually
Yeah,
bringing aggression. Montez Ford, even they were about to turn, he was still kind of the little goofy shit, which is fine. But Angelo Dawkins could definitely have do something as a singles competitor, in my opinion.
yep.
So with that being said, let me see. I'm gonna give. Oh, this is a layup right here. Ludwig Kaiser. I'm gonna go extremely
Ooh,
underrated, and the reason why I'm gonna
you
go.
slept on that one.
Most people wanted him to get that Intercontinental Championship so him and Gunther could be champions at the same time. Even if he would have had a Jay Uso 21 day
Yeah,
reign, that would have been
yeah.
fine because bro, Louis Kaiser was putting in work around that time, and now what is he doing? He's not even walking out with Gunther no more. I think he's underrated by the fans in my opinion, and he's being undervalued because that little run he had when they was doing stuff with the Pete Dunne and all that. I think that he was cooking, bro. I think he showed he could do stuff on his own, low key, even with a brand new character. Y'all gave Giovanni Vinci a character. If y'all gave him something different, I think he would actually be successful with it.
At this
I agree
point,
with that.
oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Like the triple threat matches he had with Pete Dunne with Penta, like those was great earlier in the year. And then I was saying that if you don't give him a mid card title, at least when Gunther Lewis fell world heavyweight title, they go out to the tag titles together. Like I don't get why he's not being featured on TV because he can put on some good matches. He can do the intros for Gunther, which is really great. So it's stuff that he can do. So I don't get why WWE isn't utilizing him right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree that he's underrated. If he comes back, I think he should come back with a whole new gimmick because at this point, what's his need? What's Gunther's need of him? I mean, he done won two world titles without him at this point. He's been had no interference. I think all Gunther until he lost against Jay, of course, all his title defenses he won clean. So he's just there to be like uh uh, a body, a casualty in a feud. So I think he can do more as a singles guy for sure. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Do y'all think this may be? I hate the term conspiracy theory, but y'all think is it possible that Ludwig got buried after that promo in Charlotte rivalry?
I mean, that could be a possibility. Like on because I feel like Charlotte got some type of say backstage. I don't want to speculate, but she might have a little bit. So that probably didn't help him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one actually. I could see them. I don't know why they would do that, but I could see them doing that because of that for sure. But I think he'll get some work in. So maybe after Gunther beat Goldberg, he try to shake his hand, he just slap Gunther or something. That would be cool. You can make him a face right then and there.
Yep, very true.
Who was on
Uh,
Rage?
yep. Uh, I got one, but I'm gonna look for another one. See if grab my eye a little more. Uh, yeah, I think this is appropriate, especially right now because it's almost been a month. Put Rusev at fake overrated. I mean underrated. Uh, coming coming back his second run, got a lot of fanfare, got a lot of hype. But I never saw it. I never agreed with the signing him back. Like his first run maxed out. He did the Bulgarian brute with Lana, Rusev Day, the rivalry with Bobby Lashley. Like, I mean, he faced John Cena at WrestleMania. Like, I don't, especially now, all that has been neutered. His look, his gimmick, the Rusev Day is gone on Aiden English. So Lana, I think Lana is completely gone for the rest of this, if I'm not mistaken. The feud with Sheamus just been acknowledged in some weeks in the Fatal 4-Way. So I'm gonna go with Rusev. I think the fanfare was a bit hyperbolic, to say the least.
I agree with that. And no more needs. The people know how I feel about Rusev, so we're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I was gonna put overrated on here. But I
No,
think people holding
underrated
on
is
to the
cool too
past.
because the story, him coming into coming back.
I think people holding on to what he was and not what he is right now. It's been short, but at the end of the day, other people have been came around the same time as him, and they do what they got to do. I think Rusev is not what people think he is, to be honest. So if anybody, because somebody said, well, Rusev, he just came back as early, but it's pretty solid. What's solid about it? He fought Akira Tozawa and Otis. What? How does that help him?
You know
He
what?
he should have started off with Sheamus, if anything.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm 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 low key glad you just mentioned that too, because even before he came up with the Bulgarian brute, he was in the NXT and FCW for a long time. So Rusev might not have it. Rusev might have been again. Rusev maxed out, in my opinion, his last run.
All right, Ed.
all right, scroll down. It was somebody I was looking at earlier. I think. Wait, did you put Brody King up there, or is he still on there?
Now he on here.
I'm gonna go with Brody King.
Mm, Big man with tattoo. Where is he?
Brody King. What's he in?
You
TNA?
might have to go. Wait, is he done?
He got to be. Nah, I definitely put him on
Go
here.
up.
He in AEW or TNA?
AEW.
AEW.
Oh, okay.
You got to go up because I think I saw him earlier. He was. Yeah, keep going up.
Oh, got him
He
next to Braun. Where you want to put him?
put him in. Put him in underrated
Mm.
because I don't think Brody King don't get a lot of recognition, but since he's been on his own since what's the name, Alistair Black left and Buddy Matthews has been out. He's been doing his thing on his own, been having some good singles matches, been in some solid fatal 4-Way matches, and he's just doing a good job on his own. Like the Hounds of, what's they call it, the Hounds of Hell or whatever. Like that faction don't even really exist, and he just been doing his thing. So I got to put Brody King underrated.
He was showing out in that what's that the qualifier the was it the Continental tournament or the
Yeah, the Continental tournament like 2 weeks
he
ago. Yeah,
he was showing out, bro.
Mm, okay, okay, okay. What is he a big man?
Yeah.
yeah.
What he do like modern moves or like do he work like a big man?
He
He wrestled
he
like
know.
one of the War Raiders. I forgot which one. The one that could do all the type the like rolling moves and rolling senton. He could
Ivar.
do shit like
Yeah,
that.
like Ivar.
The one with
Like
the long hair, yeah.
All right,
Okay,
y'all.
yeah, that's fine. I like that.
We're gonna do two more. So with the second to last pick, I want to make it a good one. Uh oh, I know exactly who I want if I can find him. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Tamatanga. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go extremely underrated, and the reason why I'm gonna do that is people have short term memory. When he first debuted with Solo, he was actually in a Jacob Fatu position, bro. He was beating up on everybody. He was a monster. He was ruthless. They had to nerf him when his brother came, and they had to nerf him when Jacob Fatu came to put him in the back. But even when they was tag team champions, he was the one that was really putting in work for real. And people don't understand this man Bullet Club, bro. This man was a big deal in New Japan, bro. Like this man was actually that guy. So Tama Tonga is actually like that, but because of the faction, he couldn't overshine nobody else. But he can talk, but they got him doing yeah. No, he can actually cut promos for real. If you ever seen him cut an actual promo, Tama Tonga really like that, bro.
I
I
agree.
agree with that. I can't wait for the bloodline to break off and want to test the Tongans by themselves because we're gonna see Tama Tonga carry those segments, and we know they're gonna have some good matches.
I agree. I agree that he definitely underrated. He was definitely that Jacob Fatu role for sure when he first came. I don't know why they nerfed him, especially considering for like the I'm, I guess you can't have too many strong Samoans on the card. Um, yeah, I think he's good. As far yeah, I agree with you, Ed. I want to see the bloodline break up to see who he is and what he can do as a singles guy. I want to hear his promos. I want to hear some promos because yeah. I gotta
It's
see more from him. I gotta see
it's
more from him
entertaining.
myself.
It's just not enough.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
All right, Rage. Second to last pick.
Uh, ooh, similar to Rusev, put Aleister Black in fake underrated.
I was waiting for that one.
Yes, I'm picking Aleister Black. Similar reasoning. Well, yeah, he kind of, I in a way, he kind of maxed out his last run. It could have been saved, in my opinion. I think he should have got drafted to Raw, or he should have went straight to Raw because that way it would have justified him, especially now. Well, it would have justified him just coming back as he is because when he just got jobbed out last Friday, if he was on Raw, they could have went somewhere with that. That could have been his first feud. That could have been his get back. That could have been a big match. Aleister Black return PLE match Smackdown against newly turned Seth Rollins. Who you going for in that match? But now he's just the same dude. He's the same dude in WWE. He's not. I mean, of course, he's had the life of Malachi Black, but he's the last Aleister Black we seen. You see his eye still messed up. He's still even keeping the kayfabe. But now it's looking like you just wounded. You wounded and you're not the same. Again, you see how he just took that spirit, just got thrown out the ring last Friday? Like, that's my opinion.
I agree with that. He ain't really did much since coming back, and he had a good sample size of being back. He ain't done much, and I don't see him doing much more.
Yeah, I like his presentation. I like his backstage stuff, but at this point, a lot of these people that came back, they just are who they are. People expectations was they were gonna come back and get a second life, bro. Vince McMahon, you can say what you want, bro. He put, even though he messed up the characters of these people, he put them in a position that they was gonna be in regardless. Even if Triple H like Aleister Black, like, but he came back. Him and Shinsuke feud ain't hit off yet. I don't even know if they're gonna actually go with it, but that they teased it. But I don't even know if they're going to piggyback off that. And he just back to be that guy in the mid card to have some very good matches and just like Andrade, very good matches and keep it pushing. They ain't gonna give him people. They're not gonna make him a world champion, bro. Some people that's NXT champion, that don't mean that they're gonna be world champion or even Aleister Black never been a mid card champion on the main roster,
No,
and I don't see that happening.
him.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think he's going to be the guy with the cool entrance, get some good matches. He'll get some good wins. He'll win the Andre the Giant battle royal one time, but other than that, that's just it. And I'm cool with that. Everybody can't be the star, but I thought he could be the star based off what I've seen in NXT.
Yep.
All right, so it's on you, Ed. Before we get to the final picks,
Yeah, go down. I got to put Moose on this list. I think you got to go down some more.
nah, I got him.
Bald black nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And put him in somewhat underrated. I think since he's lost the world championship last year, he hasn't done much. Like, he's the X Division champion now, but his booking is so weird to me. I don't understand what's going on. Him consistently taking pins as a champion, like, this is a dominant guy that we're talking about in a faction where he don't even feel the most important, despite being the only singles champion the last 2 years. So that's why I put him in somewhat underrated.
Moose, underrated. I agree with that. I mean, his match with Obafemi, I definitely think he should have won that, especially considering the fact that they got the world title now. They got the world title now, and Obafemi, especially now. I wanted to mention this, but this is the best time to mention now. He's taking a back seat to Trick. So, and yeah, I definitely think he should have won that. Him being now, I can't speak to TNA because I ain't really watching it either. But him being now from world champ during at the beginning of the partnership to losing to Obafemi to now being the mid card X Division champion on TNA, that kind of says a lot.
Yeah, I agree. Moose at the height of his popularity was a monster, bro. Like, he was running TNA, bro. I went.
Cody Rhodes, even back then in the darker days of Impact. So he's been there for a minute.
Yep. I wouldn't mind him being even higher because I think people really sleeping on bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him. Matter of fact, yeah, we need to push him up. Actually,
let's do it.
Moose at extremely underrated. If we can, I mean, what's the highest we can boost him up?
We go one, but now
we can move him up. Yeah, like the nigga was.
Angelo Dawkins, yeah, man, he need one run in WWE for sure, at least one.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, hell yeah, I agree with that for sure.
With my final pick, I'm gonna make it a good one. I'm torn. I'll save that one for the next list, but I'm gonna go a simple one that people will know for sure. I'm gonna go Ethan Page, and I'm gonna go underrated. And the reason why I'm gonna go underrated is because, like, for some reason with him specifically, people will treat him like how you're supposed to treat a heel, but they let that cloud their judgment of what he actually did for Trick Williams. If it wasn't for him, he elevated Trick Williams' second run, bro. It wasn't for him. That was a good feud with him and Trick Williams, the little diss tracks, all that, bro. It wasn't for him, Trick Williams wouldn't have got that second lifespan because Trick Williams was starting to get a little iffy, but he helped elevate Trick Williams to get get that second championship. And Ethan Page, even now, is helped elevate the North American title scene. So I think Ethan Page underrated. I think y'all need to. I'm happy y'all booing the heels, But look at the work he's actually doing. He's a main roster guy, bro. Y'all gotta stop playing with this man for real.
Completely agreed, man. With the Trick Williams thing, I was so iffy on Trick Williams their first NXT reign. The second one, the way he came in, the way he came into NXT again, I didn't even know he was part. I won't keep saying that, but the way he came into NXT, he claimed it. He claimed it. He claimed that championship run, man. And the way he won it as a heel, like it really protected people, and it protected everybody, and it got him over as a heel. He still protected Trick. Trick really been protected. Like I think I don't know. Like I think ooh. I think Ethan Page got that Kevin Owens effect, bro. Like Kevin Owens, even if he a face, I don't think it's gonna be hard for him. Kevin Owens, he had one face run in WWE, and it was kind of, I mean, well, technically, not now he hasn't. But I don't really like Kevin Owens as a face. Like that's what I'm looking at Ethan Page as. I think, especially NXT now. Like I mean, he accomplished. Is he like not one time NXT champion?
Yeah, he won the NXT title and North American title.
Championship. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Like he went from NXT first to North American, so he a player for sure. He a team player.
If Ethan Page would have lost that title to whoever the dude from Evolve was, and he was in that King of the Ring match instead of so, I would have been fine with that. Like that's how good Ethan Page has been. And even when he was in AEW, I didn't even notice it. I can't even fake it. I don't even remember him being in AEW.
That would have been
me neither.
That would have been nice. Hypothetically, him being a surprise. Not to get too deep into it, but yeah, I think Jey Uso was the only. Well, not Sheamus was, but that would have. Yeah. Well, nah, I'm not. I'm digressing too much. I agree with you, Ed.
What's your final pick, Rage?
I'm trying to make this a good. Ooh. Nah, that's too easy. Go down a bit. I'm looking at more of her work, and I really like her. I think she could really be like, not even like EO, not even like an EO, because EO she's proven she wrestled men, so we can't even compare. I'm talking about really women's division, Rey Mysterio, like baby face. Like I want to see her as a baby face. I don't even want to see her turn heel. They had a shot with her turning heel, but they didn't even go with it, and I kind of agree with the decision. I'm gonna go with underrated Kalani Jordan.
Yeah.
I think she got like, but now she ain't her the putting over stage right now. I guess not even putting over stage, but I wonder what they're gonna do with her now, considering she out the tournament. But when she get to, she's the first women's North American champion. She didn't got better. That Sol Ruka match, probably. I haven't seen the whole match. I should go back and watch it. I've seen the highlights, but that's probably the best women's match of the year. And when she gets to the main roster again, I mean, the size, I think she can, like, Roxanne and, like, again, EO is WrestleMan. Roxanne's a heel. Like small, like real baby face, no pretentiousness. Like the fans ain't rejecting her at all. Like I think she got that potential as like the top women's baby face possibly.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I think she could get the Bianca Belair treatment. Kissing babies,
her
role model, all that.
Yeah, I like her character now. A baby face that's with a bit of an edge to her. I don't like how she keep losing though. I mean, I knew she wasn't gonna beat Lash, but even before that, she been taking a lot of losses since losing that North American Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is in there putting over stage. Yeah, I agree.
All right, Ed, with the final pick of the draft.
I like.
And where Eddie Kingston at?
So he
Seeing
on.
Eddie Kingston.
I put him on here for a reason.
Let's hear it.
You also put Cody Rhodes twice.
Listen, Cody Rhodes is one of the goats. So
I
I had
didn't
to
even
put him
want to
two
pick
times.
them guys, bro. Them too easy. Yeah, it was too easy.
Nah. But Eddie
He
Kingston on
definitely
here
on this
somewhere.
list. I'm gonna say I definitely put him on.
He right he next to Edge.
Oh yeah, I see him right
Go
there.
up.
Yep,
Oh yeah, there you go.
right there. Yep.
Put Eddie Kingston in fake underrated.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
My thing with Eddie Kingston is there's so many theories about should he come back and be the one to dethrone John Moxley. I think we passed that. This is something that we already seen last year. Like it's no need to keep running back stories when you have other people that you can put over that you can make champion, either make them champion again or make new people champion. I don't think when he does come back, I don't know the reason for his absence, but when he does come back, he should be in the mid card scene. He should be going after the Continental title or whatever they're gonna call it now. That's where he should be at. He shouldn't be in the main event scene when he comes back because AEW has the problem of it's too many people at the top. So you bring him back, then that's just another person at the top. So somebody else is gonna suffer.
I agree with that. On the outside looking in, I could definitely see the AEW a bit top heavy. They got a lot of belts. They got a lot of stories. I don't know what his contract looking like at all, but I don't at all. Again, like you said, it's a bloated main event little scene there, but and I'm sure he don't want in his heart of hearts he don't want to get demoted. Maybe time to jump that ship, man. And WWE, not to digress, but some people, some people, some people deserve a skip, bro. Like Eddie Kingston straight to the main roster, bro. Like you could just call them Jesse Diaz or some shit like that.
Or you
Like
could just put him with Kofi and call them niggas Oreos.
I'm about to say
I
Kofi
was
Kingston
sure about to
cousin.
say, I was sure about to say a joke like that. That's so funny.
Man.
But yeah, I
But
agree with you. But nah, it may be time for him to jump ship. Like I wouldn't mind seeing him in WWE.
with CM Punk there, I don't know.
Nah, him and
Well,
CM
I
Punk
don't
can't
know,
hang.
yeah, he
bro.
said CM
Put
Punk.
him on SmackDown.
They gonna be
CM
scrapping.
Punk on
He gonna be
SmackDown.
on his base behavior. CM Punk gonna be. He's on it already.
CM Punk
Nah,
got beef with hella niggas. Damn.
right, bro.
Wow.
At,
Yeah,
at the height of his popularity, he had all them belts. I think Eddie Kingston, I think call him underrated now, bro. Yeah, all them damn belts. Like we ain't about to do that, bro. Come on now.
yeah.
He's rated perfectly fine. He just got to get back.
He won he
AEW
won
might
Fort
be his
Middleton
team
the
though.
Continental Classic last year.
You're right though. He is pretty accomplished. So AEW may be his scene. He might have to take that to the chin and go down the quad a bit for a while.
But hey, man, that's part one. Most underrated. I want to know y'all picks in the comment section down below. Obviously, the tier list will be available to everybody to use. We're gonna drop the part two and part three because as you see, we got a lot of people that I definitely want to get to. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to Rage Man Reg, Influential Sports. Make sure y'all rock with the family because we dropping the best content. I don't see nobody else doing what we do, in my opinion. So
Hell
y'all
no.
make sure y'all check us out, man.